Imagine static stretching is like bending a piece of uncooked spaghetti. We often view stretching as a way to loosen up before a workout or prevent injuries. But what if I told you that our perception of this might be completely off? In this video, we'll dive into the controversial topic of static stretching and why it might not be the stretch savior we once thought it to be. Just like uncooked spaghetti, muscles stretch and return to their original state. But fear not, Shona and I are not just here to deliver bad news. Instead of static stretching, we will explore more effective alternatives.
We're here today because Dev is teaching me how to cook spaghetti because my cooking skills are actually that poor. But while we were doing this, we realized that there's some similarities between uncooked spaghetti and static stretching. So Dev, maybe to just get us started, what is it about static stretching that runners love so much? What is it that they think they're getting out of static stretching?
Okay, Sean, so runners do think that static stretching loosens them up before a hard training session and it helps reduce their injuries. However, there's no real science behind that. There is a correlation between good range of motion and lower risk of injuries. However, there is no evidence to say that static stretching reduces injury risk.
Dev, you are 100% correct. And even more than that, which I don't think most runners realize, is that it actually reduces your power output. So most people are doing static stretching before a run and not realizing that their power output is going down just because of the static stretching beforehand. And the reason for that reduction in power output is because of what we call a stretch reflex cycle. It's essentially the body's way of protecting the muscle from overstretching. There's a neuromuscular connection between when we start stretching the muscle, the body allows the muscle to increase the contractility, but as long as that is within certain limitations. And so when we stretch statically before exercise, it reduces that contractility, which means it reduces the power output. And the third point, much like uncooked spaghetti, is that when you static stretch a muscle, the muscle will increase its range of motion, but after some time and at rest, it just returns to its original state and original range of motion. Before we give you some alternatives to static stretching, let's just go into, Dev, whether there is or isn't a place for static stretching in our training regimes.
So yes, look, there is a place for static stretching. It is important though that if you feel it works well for you, so if you have this subjective feeling of, I might be a little bit tight or feeling a little bit sore in the morning and you generally stand and you stretch your quad out, if that feels good to you, by all means, go ahead and continue doing that. Don't do static stretching at the expense of something more valuable. Something like getting in good nutrition immediately after your training session could be lost where you're now wasting time doing 30 minutes of static stretching. However, if you are going to do static stretching, it needs to be done after a training session or after a race and not before.
Dev, you are so right. But here's the $1 million question, right? If not static stretching, what should runners be doing?
Yeah, so there really are two key points here. If you were using static stretching as a warm-up, you would be much better off actually walking, maybe even a light jog, and doing dynamic stretching. So dynamic movements to get yourself warm before a training session or before a race. And secondly, if you are using static stretching to improve your flexibility, you'll be much better off doing more mobility type of work to improve your range of motion.
Dev, yes, that makes so much more sense. Just like uncooked spaghetti, our muscles need so much more to reach their full potential. We've uncovered a better way to enhance flexibility and mobility as runners. Instead of relying solely on stretching, we've crafted a 3-step method to revolutionize your running experience. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting out on your running journey, ditch the old stretching routine and embrace this new approach.